Well, there's really not much to talk about that's gaming related right now, but I guess if I were to talk about anything, I'll talk about this Epic Mickey game that came out. Um, Epic Mickey, the original game came out back in 2010. We just got a remake of it that came out back in September, I want to say. And it was released across multiple platforms like the PS5, Xbox Series X, Nintendo, and I believe it also came out for last gen consoles as well. And it's reportedly been doing really poorly in terms of sales. And honestly, it's something that's not too surprising to me and a lot of other people because Mickey Mouse has been irrelevant for a long time. The Epic Mickey series has been dead for over a decade, and the original version of this game didn't sell as much. I think it did like at least 2 million in terms of sales, and that was back when it came out for the Wii console. And that's very impressive considering all the high profile games that came out on the Wii back in the day. But the thing is, in relation to video games, I can't remember the last time Mickey Mouse has truly been relevant outside of the Kingdom Hearts series. And the latest main entry of the Kingdom Hearts series that we got came out back in 2019, which is Kingdom Hearts 3. And a lot of people are saying that game was overrated as hell. But but yeah, I mean, like the last time I actually saw a really good Mickey Mouse game was back in the '90s, like with Castle Illusion and all that other stuff. But but yeah, it's not surprising that Epic Mickey Refurbished is not selling as much as it should, and and honestly, I feel like that's something that I mean, it seems like video games in general are not selling nearly as much as they should. And I think it's a part of a bigger problem in relation to the gaming industry. I guess people are not quite as interested or invested in video games as they used to be. And the reason I say that is because look at E3. E3, I think, has been permanently canceled because for the past few years, with the exception of 2021, E3 had to be canceled either due to COVID or due to low attendance, which means a lot of people are not excited about the event, along with the fact that you have major video game entities. Pulling out of the E3 events, which ultimately led to its cancellation because people are looking at it and thinking to themselves, what the hell's the point of having them if, a lot of video game entities can stream their own they can stream their own thing and they can pretty much get a lot of viewers and get a high turnout and all that other stuff and like for the most part I feel like the lack of interest in video games in general is something that definitely hurt Epic Mickey refurbished and its overall sales since its worldwide release back in the fall and like you look at like the Epic Mickey series, all right? The only thing people really remember is the first game from 2010. Epic Mickey 2, The Power of Two was a game that did really, really poorly when it first came out because I believe after the game had come out, Disney Interactive Studios had like high expectations for it. It was expected to do like 2 mil in terms of sales, and I think it did like I think it did over half a mil, but it didn't necessarily break a million. Plus, that game was actually worse than the original Epic Mickey game that came out in 2010. And I think Epic Mickey 2 Power of Two was a game that came out back in 2012. It came out for the PS3, for Wii, Wii U, and Xbox 360. I think it came out on the Vita in 2013, and it came out on Microsoft Windows between 2013 and 2014. And I believe there was like another game that came out after that. I think it was Power of Illusion, which came out back in 2012, 2013, I want to say. And that was a game for Nintendo 3DS. And again, even though the Nintendo 3DS was popular back in the day, Pokemon for the most part was super popular, and more people paid attention to that along with other third party games than they did, Epic Mickey. And because of like this game not doing too well in terms of sales, I don't see I don't see Epic Mickey 2 getting a remake at all. I don't see Power of Illusion getting a remake at all. I read on Reddit somewhere that the sale for Steam for Epic Mickey the remake is like around 400K, and that was like 2 months ago. So I don't think I don't think we're going to be getting another remake of another Epic Mickey game. Um, and I feel like for the most part, like, Epic Mickey is something that a lot of people are not too interested in, at least in this day and age, because the landscape of gaming has changed a lot significantly. And you also have to look at the fact that the original Epic Mickey game was on the Wii, and one of the main things that was appealing about the Wii consoles that you had the Wii nunchuck that you can use while you were playing a video game, which added to the gameplay experience, which is something that current day our current generation game systems do not have. They're not as immersive in terms of gameplay, and honestly, I feel like Epic Mickey. Rebrushed being on multiple game systems and still doing pretty poorly in sales is something that is not really a good sign. Maybe if we give it some time, it'll eventually reach at least 1 mil. I don't see it going to like 2 mil or anything like that in terms of overall sales. But I think Mickey Mouse, even though Mickey Mouse is still a big name and everybody knows who the character is, um, I feel like I don't know. I feel like Mickey Mouse is just better for like television and movies and stuff like that. Or if anything, gaming related, Kingdom Hearts, because I'm almost certain that he'll be featured in Kingdom Hearts 4 in some way, shape, or form. And by the way, it's something that I haven't really received an update on. I'm not exactly sure. Um, when that game is supposed to come out. We haven't seen any new trailers or screenshots or anything for Kingdom Hearts 4 at all. Hopefully, we'll learn more about that game sometime in 2025. But yeah, I mean, this Epic Mickey game is something that a lot of people don't care about. I don't think even kids really care about it as much. Um, I believe there was a Mickey Mouse game that came out not too long ago, like in 2023. That's a game that a lot of people have already forgot about for the most part, and I'm not even sure like how well that game did in terms of if sales overall. I think like that game for the most part is something that I don't know. It's probably better than what people give it credit for, but at the same time, it's not something that people are really talking about for the most part. But yeah, Epic Mickey Rebrushed. I feel like it's something that should have been done a long time ago. The game probably should have been remade for the Wii U because the Wii U needed high profile games to stand out for the most part because that console ended up, flopping in comparison to the Wii and in comparison to the Switch in relation to overall sales. But it is what it is. Maybe we'll just have to give it some time. It's quite possible that Epic Mickey Rebrushed will will eventually sell more over a longer stretch of time. But the way things are looking right now, I highly doubt it.